Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News, or as the cool kids like to say, hashtag Trucker News. There we go. Let's get with it. What is Trucker News? I'm an illiterate truck driver. I'm going to do my darn best to read the news stories that I think you need to know about to you. Stick with me. Hang in to the end, and then judge me, okay? That's all I'm saying. Give me 10 to 15 minutes of your time, then judge me. That's all I got to say. First news story we're going to get to today is lawsuit accuses the state of Minnesota of violating truckers' constitutional right to bear arms. I got opinions about that, trust me. Man accused of shooting trucker in the leg on San Antonio Interstate arrested and charged. Come on. Can't do that. Rest area on I-40 in New Mexico closes until late 2025 for a $20 million reconstruction. Woo! Man. Estus acquires 11 more terminals from the now defunct Yellow Corp. Come on. Open road tolling is going to go up 5% to start in Pennsylvania on January 5th. I'm a little behind that one, but I still want you to know about it. Semi-truck's been placed out of service for having a duct-taped driver's side window. Whew, just when you think it can't get no worse out here. They find a way. Kroger Distribution Center shuts down due to workers' murder, leaving truckers stranded for 72 hours. And last but not least, the West Virginia Turnpike Travel Plaza has been reopened with expanded truck parking. Let's get into these news stories. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If you could smash that like button before you leave out today, I'd much appreciate it. First story of the day, lawsuit accuses Minnesota of violating truckers' constitutional right to bear arms. I say if you can rip the arms off a bear, you got the right to them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't just anybody can rip a damn arm off a bear. A lawsuit filed this week accuses the state of Minnesota of infringing on the Second Amendment rights of two truck drivers by failing to recognize other states' firearm permits. I got a feeling this is going to become a bigger thing here in the next few years because, you know, it's on people's mind now. You know, a lawsuit called McCoy versus Jacobson was filed in the U.S. District Court of Minnesota on January 7th by Liberty Justice Center, a group that describes itself as a nonprofit public interest litigation firm. Though the suit was filed on behalf of a trucker, David McCoy, who is a Texas resident with a Texas license to carry, and Jeffrey Johnson, who is a Georgia resident and has a Florida concealed weapons license and Georgia weapon carry license. The lawsuit accuses Minnesota of violating the two truckers' constitutional rights to bear arms in a public and carry them in their trucks across state borders by currently excluding 29 states, including Texas, Georgia, and Florida, from the list of states' firearm permits it will recognize. Woo! There you go. They said even though both men have lawful issued firearm license, they are currently prevented from carrying firearms for self-defense, while in Minnesota, because the state prohibits carrying a firearm for self-defense in public or in one's vehicle. Without a Minnesota permit to carry, a permit recognized by the state, due to this law, neither McCoy nor Johnson can exercise their constitutional right to bear arms for self-defense due to the fear of prosecution, which could jeopardize the credentials needed for their profession. There you go. I think what they ought to do is come up with one concealed carry that's national. That way, if you got the national one, you're good to go. I think that's what they ought to do. That would solve all this BS. But, I've lived in Minnesota for 7 years now. Minnesota is a very, let me tell you what to do for your own good type state. They love to tell you what you can and can't do, and they love to be up in your business. Yeah. That's what I think of Minnesota and their lawmakers. A lot of them aren't very smart people, but somehow they get elected because their family's in the politics, or granddaddy's got money or whatever. They get elected and then they feel like they need to do something to make their self like public, or make themselves known. So they come up with stupid laws with their name on it. I'm just saying. I've seen it. Man accused of shooting a trucker in the leg in San Antonio has been arrested and charged. Police charged a man in connection with a suspected road rage shooting that sent a semi-truck driver to the hospital Monday afternoon. Yes, they did. Jose Israel Turan, 22, has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. There you go. Jose Israel Terran, I think's how I say that. The charge was issued in connection with a shooting of a semi-truck involved in a collision that occurred around 2:30 p.m. on January 6th in San Antonio. Police say that the road rage incident occurred on I-35 northbound, close to the Thousand Oaks Drive exit. Authorities allege that Turan was behind the wheel of a sedan and that he fired at a semi-truck as part of a road rage incident, striking the 36-year-old semi-truck driver in the leg. I swear to God, these people are off their medications out here these days. I mean, shoot at someone over, you could end their life over, somebody cut you off. Man. The truck driver was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment of the gunshot wound. No other injuries were reported. Oh, brother. Brother, what are we doing out here? Rest area is going to be closed in New Mexico on I-40 until late 2025 for a $20 million construction. How many toilets could I install for $20 million? You know what I mean? Let's get into it. The New Mexico Department of Transportation announced long-term closure of a rest area for reconstruction on Monday, January 6th. The rest area closed. NM closed the Rattlesnake Draw rest area. I like that name. That's a badass name. To begin construction on a $20 million worth of upgrades. I love that they're redoing it. I do. I don't want to be one of these truckers that just complains about everything, but $20 million to remodel a rest area? What the? I need a place to park and take a dump in a trash can. I don't know what more I need than that. Let's see here. The Rattlesnake Draw Rest Area located I-40 eastbound and westbound, mile marker 207 and 208 in Torrance County, New Mexico. There's a New Mexico? Anyway, officials say that the rest area will remain closed for 300 days, reopening at the end of 2025. The reconstruction project will involve demolition of the old facility, construction of a new 2,850 square foot restroom facility, picnic shelters, passenger and truck parking, upgraded water and sewer systems. I am appreciative of that. I like it when the toilet flushes, Uh, at a rest area, you need high capacity toilets. So maybe it is 20 million. I don't know. I feel like if you're redoing two rest areas, 10 million each is very expensive. Very expensive. But I know you got to use quality stuff because, hey, high volumes and whatnot. Estus is going to acquire 11 more terminals from Yellow, or what used to be Yellow. Estus has now been approved to purchase 11 more terminals owned by Yellow. Bye-bye, Yellow. Estus, the largest privately owned freight carrier in North America, has been approved by the courts to purchase seven owned properties, 4 leased terminals formerly possessed by the Yellow Corp. Once completed, these purchases would mark the 37th owned terminal and 15th leased terminal that Estus has overtaken. There you go, Estus. Come on with it. The 7 newly owned properties include 52.7 acre terminal in Tracy City, California, with 167 dock doors. Come on. Ooh, that's a big old facility. A 13.5-acre facility in Fort Wayne, Indiana with 75 doors. 22-acre facility in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Hagerstown, Maryland. Omaha, Nebraska. Cincinnati, Ohio. And Ringgold, Georgia. There's more in there, I'm sure, but those are just the ones that popped out to me there. Estus has invested heavily in equipment and real estate since 2024. I believe it. Adding all this damn capacity here, boy, they gonna haul some freight. So shout out to Estus. I'm telling you right now, probably not a bad place to work if you're looking for a job in those areas I just named. I would imagine they're trying to expand. If you need a better job than what you got, you might reach out to the Estus folks. I don't know. I don't think they're too bad of a place to work for. Open roads tolling going to get a 5% increase to start on the Pennsylvania Turnpike on January 5th. Now, I know I'm a little behind on that, but I still want you to know about this in case you didn't hear about it. Major changes are coming for the Pennsylvania Turnpike this weekend as officials increase the toll structure and begin implementing open road tolling on the eastern portion of the Turnpike. Starting on January 5th, a 5% toll increase will be put into place on the PA Turnpike, though it will look a little different this year. The PA Turnpike Authority is adjusting tolling rates to provide a consistent price mile to mile and switching from toll based on weight classifications to tolling based on axle and height. There you go. So just know you're going to pay a little more to run that PA Turnpike, baby. They love your money coming and getting it right out your bank account. You ain't even got to give it to them anymore. You can ride right down the road and they'll snatch it. Officials say that 70% of commercial vehicles will see a toll increase of $5 or less. That's what 70% of them. I must be in that 30 percentile because the damn PA Turnpike loves to get my money. Whatever. Price of doing business and whatnot. Semi-truck has been placed out of service for a duct-taped driver's side window. I'll throw a picture of it up here if you didn't see it in the thumbnail or if I changed the thumbnail or whatever. Check him out. He thought this was going to work. Lord have mercy. A semi-truck was placed out of service, and the truck driver was charged for operating a vehicle with a duct-taped window. Woo! Don't buy new glass. Get some duct tape. Safe Light Repair. Fuck that. Get some duct tape, I say. A concerned citizen contacted Ontario Provincial Police about a vehicle earlier this month. It was a white Volvo. I got to stop right in my tracks and let you know if you didn't look at the screen, if you didn't see the thumbnail, it was a white Volvo. If you were wondering, of course it was a fucking white Volvo. It says officers quickly worked to locate the commercial vehicle. According to the news, police located the semi-truck in question and conducted a traffic stop. During the stop, officers determined that the tractor trailer had a driver's side window entirely covered by duct tape and was unsafe to travel. The 27-year-old truck driver, I can't make this up, from Brampton, Ontario. Woo, man. Shout out to Brampton. If you ever been to Brampton, I've been to Brampton 20 or so times. Yeah, it's like if you're in Toronto, it's like the West Memphis of Toronto. 27-year-old driver from Brampton was charged with no clear view to the sides, improper mirror on a commercial vehicle, careless driving, and failing to report an accident. The commercial motor vehicle was placed out of service. Thank God. Get that duct tape crap off my roads. Get them off the roads. Kroger Distribution Center was shut down to workers' murder. Leaves truckers waiting in line for 72 hours. Bummer. I'm surprised I wasn't there. It's my kind of luck right there. Truckers have reported waiting for days to access a grocery store distribution center in Memphis, Tennessee, after an act of workplace violence shuttered the facility for several days. On December 26th, Jacob Harrison was killed during a dispute at a Kroger distribution center in Memphis. Hobson, that's his name, Hobson, and co-worker Anderson Todd has since been arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Following the incident, Kroger warehouse was reportedly shuttered for 4 days so they could do an investigation. Woo, better find me a cross dock, C.H. Robinson. I'm dropping this freight off somewhere else. I don't make 150 a day layover pay. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Hell, $150 a day don't cover reefer fuel and truck payment and insurance. I mean, it don't cover the basis, much less me making any money. The local news outlet said that they waited 72 hours inside the truck at the facility, spending the weekend after the Christmas holiday in line. Truck drivers who said that they were hauling loads of fresh food when the distribution center shutdown occurred. Truck driver Dennis Wade told outlet that the wait had cost him $1,000. Another truck driver, Martin Acosta, said that the distribution center closure cost him about $3,000 in lost loads. Acosta also said that he was worried about missing the holidays with his family. That's what I'm saying. You better find me a cross dock, boys. I'm getting this freight off this trailer. Praise Jesus. The West Virginia Turnpike's finally opened up the big travel plaza over there at the Tamarack. Yeah, boys, looks like she's reopened. Let's talk about it. A popular West Virginia Turnpike travel plaza reopened to the public after it was shut down for several months for upgrades. Hopefully they got the Quiznos opened over there again. Some of a bitches close the Quiznos and then leave the sign up there like there is one, but yet there isn't one. Or be against a dang on law. Let's see here. December 30th, Virginia Governor Jim Justice, boy, he was cut out to be a politician, wasn't he? Jim Justice has entered the arena. Announced a reopening of the Beckley Travel Plaza, top of the mountain, baby. Located along the West Virginia Turnpike. Beckley Travel Plaza was closed early August 2024 for demolition and renovation to allow for upgrades and expansion of the truck parking facilities. Nice, because there is nowhere to park on that West Virginia Turnpike. Officials said in July that 35 truck parking spaces would add to the Beckley Travel Plaza, bringing total number of truck parking spaces to 165. There we go. Not to mention UPS will still be using it as their drop yard. You ever go there at night? There's like a million UPS trucks swapping out trailers there. That's what they do. Big business. Starbucks, it's going to have Starbucks, Wendy's, Popeye's chicken, because damn truckers love fried chicken. I'm telling you what, I'm going to start me a truck stop restaurant called Truckers Fried Chicken. It's going to be the nastiest, greasiest. I mean, it's just, you pick it up and grease will just run off of it. Hot damn, but y'all will line up to eat it too, I promise. Oh, and it'll have a state market restaurant which will run 24/7. Increased restroom facilities. I like that because the facilities at that place were old and crusty. It's going to have EV charging stations. Woo-wee. A drive-through, well, not for trucks, and a separate vehicle and tractor trailer fueling options. There you go. Woo! The governor said he's blown away by how this plaza has turned out. There you go. The governor's been blown away. Put that in a news article. The West Virginia Turnpike's Bluestone Travel Plaza has been closed since the summer of construction. The facility is also scheduled to reopen mid-January 2025. Yeah, there's a couple of those that are closed through there. I've noticed that Bluestone last time I went by there, she's looking real close. So we'll get that one back too. It's kind of a bummer that they closed them both down at the same time. It kind of made a pinch on parking through there, but hey, we're getting it all back now, baby. It's all downhill now. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you made it this far, become a subscriber. Smash that like button. Take care of each other out there. And remember, people are more important than trucking. How important is Wi-Fi? Very important. That's why I use Nomad Internet in my truck. Yes, sir. This is a Wi-Fi modem that you put in your truck. Check them out. Links below. This thing gets signal when my phone will not. So if you're ever stuck at that truck stop with no signal, you'll wish you had some Nomad in your truck. Quick, I just want to remind everybody about the Mudflap app. If you're not using Mudflap, check it out, download it. It should be part of your fueling program. It's a free app. Go download it from the Apple or Android store. You sign up using credit card or bank account. No credit checks, nothing like that. No fuel card needed. Get yourself huge discounts on fuel. I buy about half of my fuel through it right now. It's an amazing free app. It's 100% legit. Sign up using my promo code there, and I'll get $10 in free fuel. You'll get $10 in free fuel. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.